This is the QTV Nightly News, which is also on Q Radio 103.3 FM. I am Jacqueline Coley. Thank you for joining us. Here are the headlines. The World Bank-funded ECOWAS Regional Electricity Access Project was commissioned in Fonyi-Brefet Interconnection Site in the Gambia on Friday. As the world marks the International Day of the Girl, the UNICEF country representative, Ms. Nafisa Bint Shafiq, has reaffirmed the global body's commitment to advancing girls' rights and leadership in the Gambia and beyond. As part of Pink October activities, the Q Group Foundation, in partnership with Sharab Medical Hospital, offered free breast cancer screenings for all female Q Group staff at the QCell head office on Karaba Avenue. In a bid to celebrate and promote Gambian culture, Bakadaji Hotel launched its first ever Gambian night, an evening that came alive with storytelling, traditional cuisine, music and dance. In sports news, twin brothers Usainu and Hassan Hansen, born in the Gambia and now based in Germany, are making headlines in boxing, pursuing their dreams beyond borders. Those were the headlines and other news in detail. The World Bank-funded ECOWAS Regional Electricity Access Project was commissioned in Fonyi-Brefet Interconnection Site in the Gambia on Friday. The project aims to enhance cross-border electricity connectivity and expand reliable grid access to thousands of households across the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau and Mali, promoting regional integration and sustainable energy development. Mam Nabuka attended the event and this is our report.
The commissioning of this multi-million-dollar project was held in Brefet in Fonyi Bintang Karanai district in the West Coast region. The project aims to improve electricity access in 395 communities across 4 regions of the Gambia. Launched in 2019, the project extends distribution lines from the OMVG-built substations in Soma and Brikama to deliver affordable, reliable electricity to communities within a 100-kilometer radius. Lamin Sanyang, representing the Alcalo of Brefet, and Amikuli, the National Assembly member for the area, highlighted the project's significance to the community.
Today we are giving something that is very precious and that can improve our life. And that is what electricity. If we remember, in one of the novels of Chinua Achebe, he said, I quote, that if you give color to man, you give life. But I said in turn that when you give electricity to man, you give him everlasting life.
I serve this village as a former agri-extension worker. I know how the women of this village, this very community, the way they suffered during market growth, especially when they harvest their goods. So this project is something that we have been waiting for a long time. Together, we must protect this value investment so it can serve generation to generations.
Gallo Sedi, Managing Director of NAWEC, and Nani Juara, Minister of Petroleum, Energy and Mines, reaffirmed their commitment to improving and transforming the daily lives of Gambians.
You see the beams of light, the bright faces, and the overwhelming joy of the people of Brefet. This moment alone is deeply satisfying. It reminds us that development is not just about infrastructure, but about dignity, opportunity, hope for all.
His Excellency President Barrow has tasked the Ministry of Petroleum, Energy and Mines to intensify efforts in achieving universal access to electricity nationwide by the end of 2026. And inshallah, with the continued support and collaboration with our partners, we will achieve this.
Usman Bojang is the governor of the West Coast region, while Arcadius Kumoin is the head of the Conventional Energy Division at ECOWAS.
Just less than 3-4 years ago, some people never thought that electricity was affordable or available. And now we don't only have it available, but we also have it affordable.
It is much more than just light from a bulb. It is a light of knowledge, light of health, light of economic opportunities. Please use it reasonably and safely. Protect the installation and work together to safeguard these shared properties.
The project's first phase, reaching 292 communities, is set for completion in December 2025, while the second phase, targeting 103 communities, is expected to finish by June 2026. Mamna Bukar, reporting for QTV News.
As the world marks the International Day of the Girl under the theme, The Girl I Am, the Change I Lead, Girls on the Front Lines of Crisis, the UNICEF country representative in the Gambia, Ms. Nafisa bint Shafiq, has reaffirmed the global body's commitment to advancing girls' rights and leadership in the Gambia and beyond. More in this report by Ansumane Sonyasi.
Speaking on the occasion, UNICEF country representative Nafisa bint Shafiq highlighted the transformative role girls play in addressing crisis, not only as victims, but as active leaders of change. She described this year's theme as not only a slogan, but a reality, stressing that girls are not only enduring crisis, they are leading solutions, and that progress is real. In the Gambia, notable strides have been made, especially in the education sector, where girls now outnumber boys in school enrollment and are outperforming them academically, marking a significant reversal of historical trends. Additionally, over 60% of members of the Children's National Assembly are girls, reflecting their growing influence in shaping policies that affect their lives and futures. However, despite these advances, Shafiq stressed that Gambian girls continue to face deep-rooted challenges. Perceptions gathered from recent consultations with adolescent girls reveal ongoing threats, including child marriage sometimes as early as age 14, female genital mutilation, teenage pregnancy, drug use, child labor, and various forms of gender-based violence. In 2025, 2 sets of family members in the Gambia are facing criminal charges over the deaths of 2 babies allegedly due to FGM. Highlighting insights from some of these consultations, she said girls spoke candidly about the long distances they walk to school, the lack of science labs that limit their career ambitions, and health facilities without staff or medicine. Additionally, she said they also raised urgent concerns about the climate crisis and how it is already reshaping their lives. However, in response to these challenges, adolescent girls in the Gambia and around the world are taking the lead in confronting them head-on. Across the Gambia, girls are organizing campaigns to end child marriage and FGM, promote school retention, push for improved healthcare and skills training, and build climate-resilient communities. They are demanding greater inclusion in decision-making processes from the household to local councils, insisting that their voices be heard and respected. And this activism forms part of a larger regional movement. Meanwhile, the UNICEF representative argues that as these priorities return home, we must be ready to act, adding that more needs to be done to empower the girl child. She also called on government institutions, civil society, community leaders, and families to support girl-led initiatives and invest in key areas such as education, health, mental well-being, and the inclusion of adolescent mothers. She used the occasion to reaffirm the UNICEF's commitment to working with the government of the Gambia and all partners to uphold and champion the rights of girls across the country. As part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, sometimes referred to as Pink October, the Q Group Foundation, a key partner of the Ministries of Basic and Secondary and Higher Education, especially in advancing girls in STEM, organized a free breast cancer screening and awareness event for Q Group staff. The initiative also highlighted the symbolic importance of supporting the girl child, reinforcing the foundation's commitment to women's health and empowerment. Answane Sonyasi for QTV News.
As part of Pink October activities, the Q Group Foundation, in partnership with Sharap Medical Hospital, offered free breast cancer screening for all female Q Group staff at the QCell head office on Kariba Avenue, promoting early detection and supporting women's health. Our Bob reports.
The screening exercise offered comprehensive health services, including breast, cervical, and also offered some prostate cancer checks. Participants also attended interactive health talks, received one-on-one counseling, and were provided with educational materials to raise awareness and promote regular screenings. Umi Sise, head of human resources at the Q Group, said the initiative forms part of the company's corporate social responsibility efforts to support the well-being of women.
Breast cancer is one of the most common causes of death for women. While it primarily affects only women, it also affects some men. Behind every diagnosis is a story of a mother, a sister, a daughter, and a friend who deserves compassion, dignity, and support.
Aissatou Jawara, the managing director of Ajib Bank, emphasized the importance of corporate partnerships in addressing public health issues.
Breast cancer doesn't discriminate. This is something that affects mothers, it affects daughters, it affects sisters, it affects friends. Often, when detected early, it can be cured. Let's replace fear with strength and knowledge.
Dr. Abubakar Jah, founder and CEO of Sharab Medical Hospital, highlighted that breast and cervical cancers remain among the leading causes of death among women in the Gambia.
The statistics have been mentioned. Over 2 million people breast cancer 2022, over 670,000 dying from it. Now the sad part is 80% of those people who died from it are from the third world, are from poor people. And that includes us in the Gambia here. That means that a lot of people are dying from breast cancer who normally should not have died from breast cancer.
Representing the Ministry of Health, Dr. Isa Sise, Program Officer at the National Cancer Control Program, applauded the partnership, calling it a model of public-private collaboration in health promotion.
If all organizations are working, are emulating Q Group, I'm sure breast cancer will be a thing of the past. We'll never complain of breast cancer. But it is equally important to understand that not only women had breast cancer, but men equally have to go for breast screening.
As Breast Cancer Awareness Month continues, organizers stress a simple but vital message: early detection saves lives, urging Gambians to take proactive steps to protect their health. For QTV News, I am Awa Bob.
We will now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have national and sports news stories. Do stay tuned.
Browse with us. QCell brings you a promo like never before. Get unlimited internet for just $25. Yes! Recharge $25 and enjoy the convenience of free internet from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day with our Browse with Us promo. With this amazing offer, you can browse, stream, and download all your favorite movies for free. So why wait? Recharge $25 today and enjoy free internet only with QCell between 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. For more information, call customer care on 111. QCell, Senior Bus, we innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for the perfect place to promote your product or place your advert? Look no further than QTV. We are the premier destination for businesses looking to connect with Gambian audiences and beyond. At QTV, we offer a variety of advertising solutions to suit your needs and budget. With our diverse range of programming, you can be sure that your ad will reach a broad and engaged audience. From our popular news broadcast to our exciting music and entertainment programming, QTV has something for everyone. QTV, the premier destination for advertising in the Gambia. Contact us today and let us help you reach your audience.
Welcome back. You're watching QTV News and I'm Jacqueline Coley. In a bid to celebrate and promote Gambian culture, Bakadaji Hotel launched its first ever Gambian Night, an evening that came alive with storytelling, traditional cuisine, music and dance, bringing the nation's rich heritage to life. Julenjai attended the glamorous event and she now reports.
The evening opened with traditional storytelling, a tribute to the age-old art form that once defined social life in Gambian villages. Guests listened attentively as narrators revived tales once told by grandmothers under moonlight skies, stories that carried moral lessons wrapped in humor and wisdom. Fatu Banja, sales and marketing manager at Bakadaji Hotel, shared the inspiration behind the concept.
Of late, the Gambian culture is getting fade. So Bakadaji Hotel has taken up upon to themselves that, no, we're not going to allow this to happen. For that matter, we will start creating events that will make people have ambience every Friday.
This was followed by remarks from historian Hassoum Ceesay, the Director General of the National Center for Arts and Culture, who described the initiative as a wonderful idea that celebrates and preserves the nation's cultural diversity. Mr. Ceesay also reflected on how traditional Gambian nights were celebrated in the past, emphasizing their role in strengthening community bonds.
After the eating of the dinner in the Gambian night, what followed? Dancing. Or if it is around November, December, you go to the wrestling match. So from the meal to the storytelling, to the performances. Because our villages were never quiet places. There was always some form of animation, taking place, in the Gambian village, in the Gambian night.
The celebration continued with a feast featuring Benachin, Domoda, Yassa, Afra, Ebe, cassava beans, and the popular green tea locally known as Ataya. Each dish told its own story, filling the air with aromas that evoke memories of home. Guests enjoyed laughter and lively conversation, evoking the spirit of traditional village nights, where communities gathered around steaming pots, shared stories, and danced under the stars. Abdullah Joub, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, expressed his delight at being part of such a vibrant and heartfelt celebration.
We gather not just to dine, but to celebrate the heartbeat and soul of the Gambia, our rich cultural heritage, our delicious cuisine, our colorful tradition, and above all, the warm spirit of our people. A night like this that reminds us of what makes the Gambia truly special, a place where hospitality is not a service, but a way of life.
When the drums began, dancers in colorful costumes moved gracefully to the rhythms of the kora, drums and djembe, weaving together the traditions of all ethnic groups, Mandinka, Fula, Jola, Wolof, Sarahule and others, into one harmonious rhythm of unity and belonging. The evening also featured captivating performances by Group Kabakal, whose energetic display set the tone for the night, followed by Group Saha, whose spirited act beautifully complemented the earlier performance. By the time the final drum beat faded, Gambian Night had achieved what it set out to do, to celebrate not just culture, but connection. For QTV News, I am Julde Njai.
The Gambia has once again made the nation proud, defeating Nigeria, Ghana and Sierra Leone to claim the Jollof Rice Championship at the 2025 West Africa Food Festival in Accra, Ghana. Yafatuke spoke with the winning chef to share their story.
The festival, held from September the 22nd to the 27th, brought together top chefs from across West Africa for a week of cooking contests and food exhibitions. The spotlight, as always, was on the region's most talked about dish, jollof rice. Leading the Gambia's winning team was Chef Haruna Musa Dabo, who described the victory as a moment of national pride.
You know, it's a honor and it's a pleasure for the Gambia Association, always going out there and then winning. You understand? You know, so we feel proud. You know, we definitely feel proud, and we make the Gambia proud as well. You know, personally, we are not there because of ourselves. We are there for the country. We are grateful to sell the name of our country culinarily.
Chef Hadinyang and Mamadou Tafa Jallo prepared the goal-winning jollof dish, impressing the judges with its rich flavor, perfect texture, and authentic Gambian touch. The team also won medals in other categories, bringing home a total of 4 trophies for the Gambia. Chef Dabo explained that the team had presented different styles of Gambian jollof rice, each highlighting local ingredients and traditional cooking methods.
Normally, we used to cook 3 different kinds of jollof. 3 different kinds of jollof. But this year, we cook only 2 jollof. Yeah, 2 different kinds of jollof. Yeah, that's the red one and the white jollof. Yeah, we call it beef benachin and jollof ketchup.
This marks the Gambia's second time winning the Jollof title at WAFest. The country has been building a strong reputation at the festival, having won Best Chef and Best Dessert in 2019 and taking home the Jollof Rice crown in Lagos in 2023. Looking ahead, Chef Davo revealed that the Gambia will host the next Jollof Rice cooking competition for the first time. The event will welcome 24 contestants from around the world, giving Gambian cuisine a chance to shine on the global stage. The team's achievement went beyond their Jollof Rice victory. With support from the Gambia Tourism Board and the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, they also won medals in several other categories. Emmanuel Mendy notably secured second place in the bread-making competition, proudly representing the Gambia.
I feel so exciting. I feel great because this is my first time competing outside. And this is my first time going outside of the country too as well. So I really feel great. And then I am so happy that I could come up with something at home because before the competition started, I was like, I'm going to compete against all of these people. And this is my first time. And then I believe that those people have been competing for so many years. So this is my first time. And then at least I am so glad that I came home with something else.
Founded in 2018 by Ghanaian chef Isaac Shakei, through the Chefs Association of Ghana, the West Africa Food Festival has grown into the region's largest culinary celebration, uniting chefs, food enthusiasts, and diverse cultures through a shared passion for food. Chef Haruna Musa Dabo also urged everyone to support the Gambia as it prepares to host the WAFest in September 2026. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafati Gay.
Coming up next is sports news. Twin brothers Usainu and Hassan Hansen, born in the Gambia and now based in Germany, are making headlines in the world of boxing. From international amateur success to a professional debut, the Hansens' journey reflects resilience, ambition, and a pursuit of dreams beyond borders. Babukar Sise tells us more.
Usainu Hansen, competing in the featherweight division, has quickly risen through the ranks of international amateur boxing. The 25-year-old began his boxing journey at the age of 11 after moving with his twin brother Hassan to Germany at the age of 9. Coaches soon noticed his natural talent, discipline, and tactical approach in the ring. In 2022, Usainu captured gold at the prestigious Cologne Boxing World Cup, cementing his reputation among Europe's elite amateurs. Alongside Hassan, who fights in a higher weight class, the Hansens have vowed never to face each other in competition, despite frequently training and sparring together. Meanwhile, Hassan Hansen has stepped up into the professional ring, debuting on September 12, 2025 in Berlin. The former national champion in the half-welterweight division defeated Kevin Bruno by decision over 4 rounds at the Uber Eats Music Hall. Hassan's path to professionalism has been complicated. In April 2025, Germany's National Anti-Doping Agency announced a 2-year suspension following a doping violation. While the ban applies to amateur and club competitions, professional boxing is regulated separately, allowing Hassan to continue his career in the pro ranks. Together, the Hansen twins symbolize determination, integration, and ambition. From their early days in Serekunda to competing on Germany's biggest stages, their story is inspiring a new generation of young African athletes to chase their dreams no matter the obstacles. As Usainu pursues Olympic glory and Hassan carves out a professional career, the world will be watching the Hansen twins, whose journey from the Gambia to Germany has already left an indelible mark on the boxing world.
The winner by split decision, die rote Ecke aus Frankfurt am Main von Argon Sports, Hassan Hansen.
Babukar Sise, QTV News.
And before we end, here's a recap of the headlines. The World Bank-funded ECOWAS Regional Electricity Access Project was commissioned in Fonyi-Breford Interconnection Site in the Gambia on Friday. As the world marks the International Day of the Girl, the UNICEF country representative Ms. Nafisa Bint Shafiq has reaffirmed the global body's commitment to advancing girls' rights and leadership in the Gambia and beyond. As part of Pink October activities, the Q Group Foundation, in partnership with Sharab Medical Hospital, offered free breast cancer screenings for all female Q Group staff at the QCell head office on Caraba Avenue. In a bid to celebrate and promote Gambian culture, Bakadaji Hotel launched its first ever Gambian Night, an event that came alive with storytelling, traditional cuisine, music and dance. In sports news, twin brothers Usainu and Hassan Hansen, born in the Gambia and now based in Germany, are making headlines in boxing, pursuing their dreams beyond borders. That's all for this news bulletin. Join us again tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the weekend review as we welcome back Ade Drame and Mahmoud Mboj with Lamin D. Sonko doing the sign language interpretations. Thanks for watching and bye.